Yes, yes. Emergency live stream season.
It's back. Emergency live stream. It's popping. It is popping off.
It is popping off. It is popping off.
It's going off. £100 million, mate. Slapped straight on Villa's forehead, mate. And it's happening. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you want it to happen or whether you don't want it to happen, I'm afraid your opinion now is null and void because it's happening. It's coming. Jackie boy is coming home.
It is funny, right? Because we was literally just saying, right, as I was off camera, we were just saying that a lot of people wouldn't have been here last year, innit? When we did like the sirens and that, and then but it's good to see the people that were here, innit? I mean, you can see like 2020 vibes. This was the whole messy situation when it was doing this like every week. It's been a while. Do you know what I mean? We've wanted to do emergency live streams ever since ever since the summer started, but
it's happened.
It's finally something has happened, and £100 million, bro. People said it would never happen. City will never pay that kind of cash. Yeah. But it's come from a source who is Villa's main kind of source for news, which is Percy from the Telegraph, bro. It's an exclusiva. It's a bombazzo, bro.
Apparently, it's tier 1 guy. Yeah, it's tier 1. It says 100 million. And you know what as well? There are people on the Villa side, journalists on the Villa side, that have said throughout the whole process that they think Jack Grealish was going to stay at Villa. However, if City were willing to spend £100 million, he would leave. And that is what it looks like is happening tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening, man. We're getting Jack Grealish, and I'm buzzing. I've been a fan of Jack Grealish for years, mate. He's such a good football player. You know, as soon as I seen him, I knew that this guy was gliding around the pitch with the ball, so silky. And I'm absolutely buzzed because I remember me and you having conversations, bro, years ago about Grealish or Maddison. And for me, Grealish is a diamond. Yeah, Maddison's a great player. He's a great player, but he's like a coal, innit? You know what I mean? Like you get coal. You know what I mean? He's not good. Grealish, diamond. Is a diamond.
Will Wright says LB has posters of Grealish in his bedroom.
Yo, I might actually get a poster of Grealish. No cap. I might actually get a poster of Grealish. In fact, you need to make a poster.
I'll make one for you, bro.
Jordan's gonna make a poster. I'm gonna get it and put it in my bedroom.
I'll make one and we'll sell it.
Yeah, honestly, I'm. Oh my days, Ollie, do you think we're gonna get him? Bro, I think it's a done deal. I think it's over.
I think we're way past how we're gonna get him.
I think it's done.
Big up Fear Chanis with the renewal, brain.
Yes. I also seen a Laganka with a super chat before. Yes. I think honestly, it's a done deal now. I think you've got to look at. We was talking, weren't we, before, right, about transfers, yeah. And the thing is, you get clues, and it's like a jigsaw. And if you want, and if you can be asked, you can get all the pieces of the jigsaw and put the jigsaw together. And if you do that, you see the story. Right, and for me, I'm just looking at this going, look, number one, Jack Grealish has been talking about Kevin De Bruyne and for a long time. So he clearly likes Kevin. He clearly likes the club and the way that they play. Right, you got Pep Guardiola, who is clearly a fan of this guy. You look at the style Jack Grealish plays. Clearly, he would fit into our team straight away, day one. The guy don't even need a training session. He just walk into our team because he's that type of player. He's absolutely mega, right? And then you look at the fact that he should be playing Champions League football. He should, you know what I mean? And I get, you got some Villa fans, you know what I mean, who are coming out saying, oh, we're going to get Champions League. Well, you're not going to get it this year. You're not going to get it next year. You might get it in a few years' time. I'm not asked about Villa. But the fact is, Jack Grealish, a guy of his talent, should be playing Champions League football. He should have been playing it last year, the year before. He's not. He stayed at Villa for longer than he needed to. And it's about time that this guy is rewarded playing on the stage that he deserves. And that means playing in the biggest Premier League games, winning trophies, and playing in the Champions League. And trying to force his way into that England side. Because obviously he's struggling at the moment to get a first-team spot. And I think playing at City will help him.
Yeah, I think coming to City is the best move for him, and I think Villa fans will slowly but surely realise that. I say that, but probably not. You know what I mean? with the Villa talk thing, you know what I mean? You know it's going to go home.
Yeah, the thing is with the Villa fans, yeah, yes, it's very funny, yeah, reading all the comments and stuff, but they are losing you know, it's different. It's like a stab, you know what I mean? There's a guy come through the academy. He's a Villa fan. He's a Villa boy. He's from that area. You know, it's basically our Phil Foden. Imagine if Phil Foden just turned around and said, I'm getting off, you know what I mean, going Real Madrid. We'd all be gutted, you know what I mean? And I get that. However, Jack Grealish deserves to be playing at the highest level of football, and he's not currently doing it at that Villa. And he's not going to be doing that.
When you're saying that they're losing a massive asset to their team, right? And it's proven by stats, and the win rate with Grealish in the team is 54%, and without him it goes down to 20%.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? It's the difference. Craig coming in with a super chat, and bro, he's roasting me, innit? Craig's gunning for me here. He says Grealish is the only footballer with a worse haircut than Jordi. You know what I mean? That guy's coming for me. He's coming for me. Perfect. Appreciate his vote, Craig. I seen everyone in the chat obviously remembers you. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you're well known around these ends.
Yeah.
You definitely.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely. You know, thanks very much for the super chat there, Craig. But I would disagree. Jack Grealish has the best haircut in world football. In my opinion, Jack Grealish could go on to be one of the greatest players to ever have played in the Premier League.
Tell me more.
Because I'll tell you why. Because he has a natural born talent, bro. He has a natural talent. And I clocked this talent many, many moons ago. And putting him under the leadership of Pep Guardiola will elevate him another level. For Aston Villa, he is absolutely superb, right? Superb. And you can see why Aston Villa fans are so gutted, because they know, you know, 100 million is mega money. And are we overpaying for him? Maybe slightly, right? But they'll say, no, we're not overpaying for him. But I think we're overpaying ever so slightly. You know, money's money. At the end of the day, they're not going to be able to replace Jack Grealish with £100 million, because Jack Grealish is, like I say, he's a diamond. You don't just go to the stream down the road and just pick up a diamond. You know what I mean? They're rare. You know what I mean? And 100 million, I think it's well worth the money. Age, great age, 25.
Great age.
Brilliant age. You know what I mean? We've got him. We can develop him. And you know another thing, right? I think that Leroy Sané, yeah, had the potential and the ceiling to become one of the best wingers in world football. I don't think he's going to go on to do that now, because he needed, in my opinion, I think he needed Pep Guardiola. I think he'll go on to be a decent winger, you know, and I hope he does, because I like Leroy Sané, and I get why he went to Bayern Munich. But I don't think he's ever going to fill his potential now, because I think that some players need the best coaches in the world. And I think that now Jack Grealish is going to just go. He's just going to go on a mad trajectory, up. He's going to be like that Tesla guy, bro. He's just going to keep going and going until he reaches Mars, and then he's going to set the world alight.
Yeah, I see that.
I can't tell you how much I'm excited. I was speaking to you before, wasn't I, bro?
Yeah, bro.
I couldn't stop talking about it.
Yeah,
I was
bro,
just
this guy been buzzing all day, and he tried to play COD, and he's like,
I was so happy. I was so buzzing, and I just think it's his done deal now.
Yeah.
You know, we don't. These type of big deals, you don't make an offer for these type of deals. You know what I mean? You don't knock on Villa's door and go, oh, we're going to offer you 100 million. You have negotiations and talks. And in my view, I think when Jack Grealish signed that contract last year, I think he had either a release clause or a gentleman's agreement where if a bid came in of 100 million, he walks. And I think that's what Villa said. I said, look,
I think that's
pay 100 and you've got him. And I think City have turned around and gone, you know what? Let's do it.
Why take a breath, bro? Legancow before 1.99 said, not watched enough of Grealish to rate him, to be honest. I was in your boat a long time ago, before Lewis switched me over, do you know what I mean? And said, like, yo, you need to look at this guy properly because he's actually sick. So then when I looked at it, and then I was like, oh, he is actually sick. And he gave it again, bro, with another 1.99. Yes, James. He said, I might be biased, but John McGinn over Jack Grealish. Yeah, that's a bit of bias going through there. John McGinn is very good,
he
though.
plays for Villa as well.
Yeah, they both play for
Villa. Let's go get him as well.
I mean, we're adding to the list. We'll get him next season. Don't worry about it. We'll have him.
Get him, Douglas Luiz, Martinez. We'll just take the lot. Nah, it's mad. This is a monumental moment, and people are saying, oh, he's never going to get game time. Well, you got to think, right? I think we can all agree that Bernardo Silva is going to leave.
No. That's a separate conversation, isn't it? Like, we'll go full ham into that in a second. That is a full thing.
I'm saying.
But yeah, I think everyone is in the general consensus of him going.
Yeah, so where's he going to play? Well, Bernardo Silva's gone. So that's one player gone, yeah? I think Jack Grealish will feature heavily in the central of midfield. I really do. I think it'll basically be him, Kevin De Bruyne, Foden, and maybe in the really big games, the tight games, you might see Gundogan go back in there. Obviously, Grealish can... Yeah, I've seen an interview, Grealish saying, I will play anywhere. Left wing, right wing, striker, centre mid, centre defensive mid. He's not bothered.
He said he playing goal.
Yeah, there's literally no problems of where Jack Grealish is going to fit into this team. He will play. He could play anywhere on this football pitch, as he could for any team, because he's a class player. He really is.
On Jack Grealish wise, his fouls won. I've seen a lot of people saying that he dives in that. And speaking of that, Anil's Baker said, do you think Pep will kick out the diving out of his game? And there is a bit of substance. I get people always say he dives in that, but he says he's the most foul Premier League player, and I actually believe that. Out of fouls won, out of our team, bro, our most fouls won is Jesus, bro, with a 2.0? A 2.0 rating. And Grealish is 4.5, bro, which is more than double that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's over double that.
The problem is we're trash on set pieces.
Yeah, so it won't matter anyway.
That's if we can get someone who can deliver the ball in the box, consistently and do it well, that'll be decent. You
know what I'm looking forward to? Because this season just gone, Gundogan just smashed it for, you know what I mean? He actually smashed it, didn't he? For got back-to-back man of the player of the month, I think.
Just a whip.
And he had the Cancelo and the Cancelo Gundogan link up. And I'm imagining a Cancelo and Grealish link up, because it's rumoured to be that Pep wants to play Grealish in the 8 role, innit? He doesn't want him like the wings. Do you know what I mean? We're heavy on the wings. He wants him in that 8. So that's sick. That is madness. The link up play with, do you know what I mean, with KDB is going to be next level. It is going to be next level. I know we're talking as if the deal is done. However, and a lot of people are saying, oh, nah, but it ain't done yet. And you left your egg on your face if it's not done. And yes, you know what I mean? I'll eat my words if it doesn't happen. But I genuinely think this is done. I feel like it's over the line. I feel like there's nothing to worry about with this. But do you see a situation where Villa reject 100 million?
No.
Even if this release clause or gentleman's agreement doesn't exist, right? £100 million is what was rumoured their price for him. And we've gone and paid it.
I think it's a done deal. Like I say, I think there was a gentleman's agreement or a release clause of 100 million. And I think City have just gone, you know what? This guy's worth it. He's creme de la creme. Let's go and splash the 100 mil on him and get him in. And I do think that he'll play in midfield. I've seen a good comment before from someone saying as well, he's a captain. So we're bringing in more leadership. We're bringing in more leadership.
Well, as well, if we get Kane as well, because
captain's club.
Yeah, a lot of people think, right? A lot of people think that if we sign Grealish, we're not going to get Kane. There's no way we'll spend 100 mil twice.
Yeah.
False information. We are going to go spend over 100 mil twice.
Tell them why, bro.
Because the net spend of this is mega. We've already sold £50 million in players. There's rumours about a sign anything, but regardless of that, we've already sold bare youth players to make up to around 50 million already. So that's 50 million as it stands, right? And then you sell Bernardo for, say, 50 to 60 million.
I think 50 million is absolute minimum.
Yeah, that is minimum. That's cheap.
So that's 100 million straight away.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, so then you've got 100 million, and Grealish there is done, paid for. Then you go and get Harry Kane, which is going to cost you maybe like 120 million. And then if you get Harry Kane, I imagine we might actually get rid of Jesus with that.
Possibly, possibly someone.
It could be a loan as well, Joe. The Juventus want this loan deal. So then, do you know what I mean? I just think this will all work out in itself.
Yeah, I seriously, I genuinely believe, right? I think it's quite clear that City are not going to start. I don't believe City are going to go through this season without a striker. I just do not believe that for a second. I would be absolutely shocked if we don't start the season. Well, not start the season because it might take a long time. But if we finish this season without a striker, I'm not classing Gabby as one. You know what I mean? If we don't buy a striker, I'd be shocked. We are getting a striker. We have to get a striker. So who we're linked with? It's Harry Kane. Harry Kane's come out and said he wants to leave. The guy wants off. You know what I mean? I genuinely think it because I think people are like, oh, there's just no way. And I get why people are saying it because signing Grealish and Kane in the same summer, which is going to cost over £200 million. I get why people are like, there's just no way this can happen. However, y'all need to just understand that this is a real thing. It's an emergency situation.
Wake up, innit?
It's a generational moment that we're going through, and it's happening. We're gonna sign Grealish for 100 million, which is basically already paid for because we've sold £50 million worth of academy players. There'll probably be more to take it up to about 70 or 80. Unfortunately, Bernardo Silva's going to leave. That's probably going to get us probably minimum 50 million, you'd hope, you know what I mean? You know, depends if we struggle selling, and you might have to drop it at 45 or something, but you'd like to think we're going to get 50 million for Bernardo Silva. So Grealish is paid for. So effectively, and didn't you say something about Sané money? What's happening with the Sané cash?
Yeah, obviously Sané's cash, there was a rumour quite a while ago that the Sané money maybe didn't get spent, didn't get into last year's financial year. It'll come through to this financial year, which is a potential, which, you know what I mean, that's just me speculating that. I don't know if that's actually true. You know what I mean, that could be completely false. It's just, there was rumours a while ago of that actually being a thing.
Yeah.
So if that is the case, then, you know what I mean, some extra dollar for the boys. I've seen a lot of people, like, quite, you know what I mean, there's Bear Reds, Anders Bacon, Harley MCFC saying it before. Christian Isle, I think it is. He was saying it. A lot of people have been saying it. You know what I mean, I read all your names out, but there's fucking bare people saying it. Who's going to buy Bernardo? And I genuinely think that the reason Bernardo right now is still not at the football club because he's still on holiday. He got an extended period of leave. Do you know what I mean? He's away from the club. He's obviously been told. A lot of people freaking out about it, saying like, "Right, like he ain't coming back." But I think that's the harsh truth of it. I don't see a situation where Bernardo comes back. If he was coming back, why is he not back now? Why didn't he come back on Monday when the club told everyone else to come back?
You know,
I think he's out there, and I think he's out there and trying to look for another club.
You'll never see Bernardo Silva in England again.
Yeah, that's
in my opinion. I think he's gone. It pains me to say because I like Bernardo Silva. You know what I mean? He seems like a real nice guy, great football player, but it's clear that, you know, from all the rumours going, you know, this is the thing, right, about rumours, yeah, and you know, like when journalists say stuff, and then people come out and say, "Oh, he's chatting shit." There's no way that happens. I always say this, right, but there is no smoke without fire, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva apparently wanted to leave last year, and City said, "Oh, will you just stay for one more year?" And as you'd expect Bernardo Silva to do, because he comes across as a really nice guy. Well, he's a nice guy. We know he's a nice guy. He said, "Yeah, I'll stay for another year." Who's come back? Cancelo's back. Diaz is back.
Mm-hmm. They're the Portuguese boys.
Oh, what? Bernardo Silva's just allowed to have a little bit more of a holiday. Oh, sorry, mate. I booked a 2-week all-inclusive.
Oh, can't change my flights.
Can't get refunds, so I'm like, just to stay for a few more days, get my money's worth out the buffet. Nah, he's been told to stay away while the deal. Inclusive. Yeah, while the deal goes through. And I think he's going to Atletico Madrid. I reckon, basically, it's like a domino. You ever play dominoes, bro?
Yeah,
when
bro.
one falls, they all fall. Sol is leaving.
Oh, yeah, Sol's leaving Atletico. Right?
Sol's leaving. When he leaves, they'll get Bernardo Silva. And the question is, do we have to wait for that to happen, for that domino to fall, for us to be allowed to sign Grealish? You know what I mean? Or can we just go and get Grealish now and then just push that domino over ourselves?
See, I think we're going... Well, obviously, by the looks of things, we're going to go get Grealish now without that domino falling. I think maybe we've recouped enough cash for the Grealish thing anyway, and we've already got that. Like someone said before, bro, we got so far in every competition last season that we made a lot of money last year through all the club competitions that we was in. Do you know what I mean? So we have a lot of money. Someone said it before, it was around £220 million we made last season.
Yeah.
Which is cash, which is big.
Is that
dollar.
what's that for? Is
Like-
that for transfers? Or is that for like winning the Prem?
No, from like winning the Prem,
Yeah.
getting to Champions League finals, stuff like that. But then you got to look at the fact that even without that cash, we're still making money. And I honestly, by the end of the season, by the end of the transfer window, our net spend is going to be nothing, bro. It's going to be nothing.
It's going to boil many piss.
Yeah, and the financial fair play is eased.
Yeah.
It's eased now. So why not do this? It's probably our one and only chance to even do this. I get, obviously, you can't go gun ho and start like spending like driving 500 million transfer window, but but another thing to look at is, right, we said this before, and look at like Arsenal just signed Ben White for 50 mil. Right, Ben White for 50 mil. Do you remember when we signed Walker for 50 mil? We didn't hear the end of it.
Yeah.
We still don't hear the end of it now.
We don't.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like we are going to get scrutinised by these deals, 100%. You have to accept that with this goodness, there's going to be bad. And the bad is, everyone's just going to say we're buying the league again, we're roasting it. Do you know what I mean? People are just going to make us. But what do you say to that? You say, I don't care, mate.
I actually, I think when it first happened, yeah, I was like, oh shit, I don't like this. You know what I mean? And over the years, I now play with it. I you know what I mean? I start to wind people up with it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. fill your car up with more petrol, and fund the Kane deal.
I'm quite happy for us to spend. You know what I mean? At this point, we get murked for it anyway, so we might as well just take the piss. You know what I mean? And if we have to go and break the British transfer record twice in the matter of 2 weeks, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Who cares? Who cares? Oh, by the way, Craig Bezweatherick renewed with a tier 3 membership.
Tier 3 membership, yes. Also, bro. Legan Cow. 456. He says Walker, Diaz, Dino, KDB, Grealish, Sterling, and Kane. Not a bad set of captains to have at a club.
But too many cooks spoil the broth, Bray.
Oh, that'll be coming in with
the answer to that question is no, by the way. I just wanted to say it because it sounded mint.
It sounds good. I seen something there, bro, by the way. Jonathan Guis.
Yeah.
He says that Liverpool made a bid for Sol as a replacement for Wijnaldum, so Bernardo to Atletico is a genuine possibility. See the domino effect.
Yeah.
Once it all starts to fall into place.
I genuinely think he's going there. You know, I'm not really fussed where he goes, to be honest. You know, that's up to him. He can decide where he wants to go. But I do think he's leaving, and I think if you think that he's not leaving, whether you want him to leave or not, he is leaving. You know what I mean? There's no reason for him to still be on holiday when Cancelo and Diaz are back. There's just no reason for it. And then you've got the rumours as well that he wanted to leave last year and that he still wants to leave. Like, I don't know did I say it before? It's like a jigsaw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you can be bothered, you can get the pieces of the jigsaw and put it together and work out what the picture says in the jigsaw, yeah? You've got 1, rumours that he wanted to leave last year. 2, the fact that we even said as fans, we thought in January that he could leave. And this was before all the rumours about him wanting to leave last year came out. This was just 2 fans going, I think Bernardo could leave this summer. Then you've got the rumours pop off saying he wants out still. And then the 2 Portuguese lads come back off holiday and he's still on holiday. I mean, come on, if you can be bothered to put the pieces together, it spells it out. The question is, how much money are we going to get for him? And where is he? Well, I mean, it's still a question, but I'm not really that bothered. And where does he go? You know what I mean? I mean, because there was rumours that Arsenal were involved.
I know, that ain't happening, because he wants to leave the country. You know what I mean? He's leaving the country, that's what it is.
He wants to get off, innit?
I seen someone said... I seen it a second ago. This is it. Chrishane, I'm not going to try and say last name because I'll butcher it. So out of respect for yourself and my dignity, I'm going to not say it. But who do you want more, Grealish or Kane? I like them both. Do you know what I mean? I don't have a preferred one.
I want Grealish more.
And Pep said it at the start that Grealish is just as important as signing Kane. And there's a few people in the chat, right? This has been going on as we've been live streaming. A lot of people are saying we should be prioritising Kane over Grealish. And I don't see this Grealish deal as us prioritising Grealish over Kane. It's more, this is a deal that can get done.
Yeah.
Kane can't get done. Do you know what I mean? Not yet.
Just because,
that's a long negotiation.
Just because this is happening doesn't mean this is the priority. For all we know, Kane might be the priority.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, for example, really, really basic, but completely true. You go Tesco's, you want a bottle of beer, and you want some crisp, but the beer is the priority, yeah? The beer is the priority.
You're going for the beer, innit?
You walk in, but the crisp aisle is first.
Yeah, you go, but the crisp there, there's no point going to the beer.
Yeah. You're gonna
then coming back and getting the crisps.
The beer is the priority, but the crisps are there. So you're going to pick up the crisps, Jack Grealish, and then you're going to go and get the beer, Harry Kane.
Because, bro, if you go
That's
get
how
the...
it works.
If you see the crisp, right, and you go, nah, I need to get the beer first, you go get the beer, you come back, the crisps might be gone.
That's it.
Someone else might have taken the crisps.
Someone might have robbed the crisps. Jack Grealish.
So there you go. Bro, we're good at this, you know.
The crisps could have gone up in price. He signed a new contract.
Exactly.
You never know these things. I'm just saying in the basic terms, right? That is how it is. Just because we're signing Jack Grealish first doesn't mean that Harry Kane isn't the priority. And to be fair, you could argue that actually with Romano coming out the other day saying City only opened talks with Aston Villa like last week or something, or a few days ago. Like, I think City have been in talking to Spurs for a lot longer than that, because there was rumours that City put in a bid during the Euros for Kane.
Oh yeah, that was confirmed. Confirmed. A lot of journalists came out and said it wasn't, then a lot of the big dogs came out and said no, this is legit happened. And Fabrizio confirmed it and said no, this did happen. This 100% did happen. We did bid for Kane 100 million. So obviously we've been talking for quite a while. Apparently the news for Kane is going to come next week when he gets back. People asking about, before was asking about, you know what I mean, saying announce Grealish, you know what I mean? I was to announce Grealish as well. However, he's not back off holiday yet. So it won't happen tonight.
Did you hear what he did? He's very clever, you know. He's very, very clever. You know what he did? So he went on holiday somewhere, but it was a tier 2 place. So if he would have come back, he would have had to isolate, right? So he went on holiday, and then he flew to Croatia, and he stayed there 10 days. So then when he comes back to the UK, Croatia's on tier 1 list. He doesn't have to isolate.
Way.
So people say he's dumb, right? But I would argue with that sort of stuff, I think the guy's pretty clever, you know. He's got a high IQ.
Yeah, guy knows ball, innit?
Mojis coming in with a 5. Yes, Mojis. He says, yes, boys. Nice to see you back. Techno party in the building.
Techno.
Nice to see you back, Mojis.
Yes, big up Mojis.
But I'm I'm actually genuinely no cap. I'm gonna get a Jack. Please make a Jack Grealish poster, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm actually gonna get it and I'm gonna put it in my room.
Straight away, bro. I'm gonna make it instantly. This Jack Grealish poster.
I can't wait for this.
Honestly, this is one of the most exciting transfers. It's the biggest transfer that we've ever done in terms of cash.
In terms of cash money.
And do you know what I mean? It's a very, very high profile signing. So we're going for that. Then you know what I mean? Then we've got Kane round the corner. It's insane. How do you know what I mean? Sometimes I sit here and I just feel we are blessed to be City fans that this stuff is happening. You know what I mean? And the other reason before when I was saying about, do you know what I mean, we're going to get slated heavy for this. And that's because a lot of people message us on Instagram, right? Loads of people. There's absolutely loads of people on Instagram who message us and say, people keep saying this about this. People keep saying this about this. How do I respond to this stuff? It's really getting to me and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I just think you just got to, like Lewis said, you just got to block out the hate, blocking out the haters, you know what I mean? You just got to do that, innit?
Or play with him. Tie him along, you know what I mean? Pretend like you're bothered. And then and whip out the ace. That's the way that you do it.
Kai there says Grealish shirt number. So he is number 10 at Villa. Do you give him number 10? Because hypothetically, you could give Grealish 10.
Yeah.
Then when Kane comes and say if Gabby does get off, you know what I mean?
Which is no guarantee.
No guarantee. Possible. He could get the 9.
Yeah.
But then, do you know what I mean? If he comes in and Gabby doesn't get off, then Kane's like, I want that 9. Or does Kane get the 10, then Grealish goes back to like a previous number? I think he's had a few numbers in it, so.
I don't know.
Difficult that. 19, someone said that. I think that was his old number. So maybe 19.
Yeah. This is genuinely though huge news. I seen a comment, I think it was from Finlay, who said we should do a video reacting to all the salty and bitter Aston Villa fans.
That's what I was thinking before. I'm thinking this today. I was thinking we should do a video reading Villa comments.
I've got to say, right, I've never seen anything like what I've witnessed over the last 48 hours from the Aston Villa fans. And obviously, it's not every Aston Villa fan. There are some there that are chill with it. But the way that, you know, I kind of, when I thought back to about Gareth Barry, I thought, you know what, there's something not right here with what I just don't get it. I don't get the behaviour. There was people on their Villa Talk forum today saying that we are direct competition with Aston Villa.
Yeah, I seen that.
Where did they finish last year? Premier League table last year.
They said they didn't want to sell to us because we're direct competition, which was strange.
They finished 11th, mate, and they said that we were direct competition. Apparently, because they almost beat us or they beat us or something. Now, that's not what direct competition is.
Nah.
That's not it. Liverpool are our direct competition. Possibly United at a push. But you're not. And I get from a Villa point of view, right? I get it. They're pissed off because they're on this project. Apparently, they've got proper rich owners and they're on this project. They want to try and get European football. I mean, get it. Understand, yeah? No problem.
Understand, because we did that. You know what I mean?
We did that. So you got to spend cash. But they're way too. They're trying to speed it up. They're on their fans think that they're going to be pushing for Champions League in 2 years. Nah, I can tell you now, it's absolutely guaranteed not going to happen. I'm not saying that you can't get Champions League football, but it's going to take longer than 2 years because the process is so hard. And I would also argue that it's harder to get top 4 now than it was when we came in because you've got City, Chelsea, Liverpool, United, Leicester. You know, I don't know what's happening with Everton. You know, I don't know what's going on there. You know, Tottenham again. We'll have to see how Nuno does there, but they've got a decent team. You know, there's loads of.
There's so much competition, and that's not to say they won't win anything, but to get the Champions League football that Jack Grealish wants, because apparently, and we were talking about this before when we were playing Warzone, innit? Well, apparently, Grealish seen when he watched us play against Dortmund, and he's seen he's seen Jude Bellingham, he's seen Phil Foden, you know what I mean, Kyle Walker and that. He's seen all these players, these English players playing in the Champions League, and he's looked at that and that turned his head massively, and he's like, I want this. I should be there. I should be doing this. The guy should back himself to do bits because he is sick.
Not only that, does he just want to be in the Champions League and then get knocked out in the group stages? You know what I mean? Or does he actually want to try and win it? You know what I mean?
Does he want to win it?
We're on a quest as a football club to try and win this competition that we've been in for a decade and have got to one final, right? We were trying to win it. We're desperately trying to win it. And he can be part of that history. You know, they're saying, oh, well, if he wins it with City, then it's nothing. Well, actually, it's quite a big thing because we've never won the trophy before. As you keep on reminding us, you know what I mean? Every 5 minutes, hey, you never won a Champions League. We never won a Champions League. And we're fully, don't worry, you don't have to remind us. We're all fully aware that we got beat off Chelsea just a few months ago, right? But we're on the quest to try and win our first one ever. And like Roberto Mancini, when he won it, he's not a City fan. But I tell you what, it probably meant a lot to him when we won the Premier League. It probably meant a lot to that. Remember Sami Nasri when he won it? It meant a lot to these players. None of them were City fans, but they knew how much it meant because we'd never won it as fans before. You know what I mean? And if you're a football fan, it don't matter who you support, you know, it's passion.
Passion, yeah.
But
English passion.
So you don't have to keep reminding us that we've not won the Champions League, you know. We are fully aware of this downfall.
I mean, we witnessed it. But we're taking the necessary steps to improve the team and get better. And Jack Grealish is a massive part of that. Yeah. Jack Grealish is an improvement on the team. Kane is a massive improvement on the team. Ryan Henderson, why is Kane the only option? I don't know. I think we've... Erling Haaland has priced himself out of it. Not priced himself out of it. His agent has priced himself out of it. Dortmund don't want to sell him, so they're not going to. They're going to refuse any bid that's less than 175 mil or something like that. That's what they want, and he wants to become like one of the best paid footballers in the world, which he probably will do when he goes on his 60 mil release clause, whatever it is. Patson Daka, people were saying about him time ago. He's gone to Leicester. I don't see us going for Danny Ings. I actually think we'll get Kane and then Tottenham will get Danny Ings. I feel like that is the way that that'll be the domino.
Yeah.
I just think it's eggs in one basket. Kane, obviously Pep loves Kane. He loves them type of players. When he had Lewandowski at Bayern, he absolutely loved him so much that when he came to City, he wanted to bring Lewandowski to City. Hence why at the start, the whole Aguero rift thing was there. And a lot of people thought Aguero was going to get sold when Pep first came in. And the idea was that it'd be Lewandowski to come in then because he likes that big type of player. And Kane is just Lewandowski 2.0.
I agree.
He is that. Pep will be buzzing to have a ready-made striker like that who bags goals and he can work that into the system. I'm so excited if we get Kane as well to see how this team works. It's going to be different to last year, you know what I mean? This false nine will be out the window unless needed.
Yeah.
Which is mad.
I'm proper buzzing for it. Really, really excited. We do have, obviously, the match tomorrow against Barnsley. So I'm sure that there'll be some Grealish talk during that game. So if you want more Grealish talk, come and join us for the watch along. I think kickoff is at 6 p.m. UK time. So we'll be live at 5:30. It's also Jolly Poddy's birthday tomorrow.
My birthday tomorrow.
So come along and say happy birthday to Jolly Poddy. He's already had an early birthday present today, Bray, with the news, with the £100 million news.
Maybe. Imagine they announced it tomorrow. What a present that'd be.
That would a madness.
And also what stress that would be. Yeah. Because I'd have bare stuff to do.
Yeah, Ellis, there will be a preview. Got to record that now. That'll be up a little bit later on. But Alex, get those likes up. What we on? 495, 800 people in the stream. Come on, guys, smash a like on the video. Subscribe as well if you've not already done so. Madness, first emergency live stream of the summer, and I'm sure there'll be a few more to go before we before it slams itself shut.
100%. Big up everyone who became a member, innit? You know what I mean? The link is in the join button is below, isn't it? As you see on the screen. So you want to get involved? Press that button. Easy. Easy 1, 2, 3. Do you know what I mean? People do it rapid nowadays.
It's below me, bro, actually.
Oh, it's actually below you, isn't it?
It's actually below me, not below you.
Yeah.
But, guys, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much for joining us. Have a great weekend. Remember, we're going live tomorrow for the Barnsley game pre-season. It'll be decent to see some of these youngsters play again and see some of these first-team players return into action. If we don't see you tomorrow, have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next one. See you later.
See you in a bit.